Hello, Leos. It's Sonia of True Like I, bringing your July 2018 angel reading and energy forecast. And love is good for you by the end of this month if you're willing to follow through on what needs to happen. Guess what? By reading this, you're going to be, or listening, you're going to be better aligned. So, what do you need to know for this month? Well, there is Mars in retrograde from June 26th to August 27th, and that matters a lot. I've been feeling the energy. Have you noticed your neighbor a little more testy? Maybe people are pushing back a little bit more. I feel like your forward sense of personality is not being appreciated by everyone. It's okay. Give them space if they need it. And don't take flack. People still need to speak respectfully to you. So Mars is a fiery energy, which means that a lot of people are going to be impulsive. So for yourself, watch out where you're very impulsive or overly strong with people. They're just saying temper that down. Take a breath, take a beat before you speak or react, right? Come from a place of pause and respond. And you'll find that you're going to have some great energy coming to you. There's great potential here. Mars is the planet of projects as well as conflict. So this is how we get things done. And as Mars was moving forward, we do our stuff, and it usually goes forward for 2 years. So we're dealing with like a 2-year period, and it's moving along and all of this. Then suddenly Mars seems to pause and go backwards. So suddenly all the things we've done, the loose ends on those projects that didn't complete, all the conflict that wasn't really resolved and dealt with, well, that's all being drummed up now. Sounds like fun, right? That's okay. I've done a card reading specific for how this Mars retrograde is going to affect you, Leo, and what the greatest, most pressing issue is. So we're going to find out if that can be an obstacle or an opportunity. Obstacle means that you choose to engage in power struggle, and for you, Leo, I feel like that's your you don't mind a little bit of a debate, and that may not be the best option this time around in this month. So, if it's an obstacle, you're dealing in an outside power struggle, which means I'm trying to control outside people and events, which really is not using your energy to the best potential, and you're cutting yourself off from universal life force, or like everything else out there that can be in alignment and flow with you. So best potential. To step into your opportunity, you need to understand that your true power lies in your own thoughts, emotions, decisions, and actions. So when you get into the zone of going, okay, like, where's my power here? And what can I align to in, the universe? Help me move through this. I can make this an opportunity. And let's find out what that's going to be. We're going to tap into the most pressing issue or obstacle that Mars retrograde is going to bring you this month. Okay, so we're really going to be specific on that, Leo. I feel like you're really like, let's get to it. We're going to tap into how that's going to affect your love life, but also all relationships. Okay, so it's not just your love relationship, but relationships in general. And then finally, your career and life path. Let's get to it. Again, I know I said Mars like 15 times. Mars retrograde, it's going to be touching on where you make plans, but you're not cooperating with other people is what I really feel. This is about you making plans, but you think that others are on board with you, but you're not hearing what they're saying. But your plans do work out very well, but is there resentment coming through? Do you understand? Like, I feel this element of, but we got what we needed. We made it through all this, but very simple. Are you acknowledging along the way how other people feel, and are they feeling resolved about it? Just because you feel like you're resolved doesn't mean they are. And what's your responsibility? Like, was I being negligent or putting the blinders on, or did other people need to speak up, and that I need to maybe be gentler so that they can have space to speak? Do you understand? And they're really speaking to that because that's the card of advice. How are you going to step into alignment to make this an opportunity? Because they say your plans will work out as expected or better. But it really needs a little bit of guidance so that you're aligned to that opportunity. So Mars is bringing this opportunity. And how you make it an opportunity is to take this advice by being more committed in your romantic relationships. Be more committed to the health of the relationship than the result of the project. Okay, so your goal is the health of your relationships, right? We keep going back to that. You're getting the results. I get it. You really are, and that's beautiful. But you got to pause and make sure that everyone's okay along the way. You may be more courageous and driven, and it could be very scary for some other people. And I feel like you're dealing with some very gentle energies there. So simple. Put your focus on making sure that the relationship health is at its highest integrity at the end of this project. Do you understand? So the outcome will be congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. You're going to get a lot of acknowledgements from other people. What you're really looking for is that praise, that acknowledgement. It'll come from you making sure that you're not giving up on the outcome, but the outcome includes that everyone feel included and healthy in the end of this. You can't, I know I said it, you can't control how other people feel, but if you do your part in making sure that I've given space so this person can do it, if they didn't take it, it's not up to me. You know what I mean? That's the zone you want to go from. You can't manipulate or force somebody to feel good about things, but it's like, hey, I really did soften up and give space and check in with them, and I did my part. If they don't feel good about that or they didn't take the opportunity, that's not my responsibility, right? So that is what will give you the best results. And what that's going to do, interesting, is show up in the way of your love life changing in a beautiful way. So what are you going to see in your love life for the month, Leo? You're going to see that there's a great deal of activity. So go figure that planning is a big deal. So there's a great deal of activity in the way of your relationships. All social invitations. So this is amongst friends and family, obligations for work. Some of you are dealing with work travel as well. I see some of that travel not working out as great as it was supposed to. I feel certain tickets, or there's a detail that's missed along the booking path, put it that way. I'm not going to get into specifics, but something gets missed and a flight indirectly goes the wrong way or something of that nature. Something's going the wrong way. It's more stress. In the end, it all works out. You do make it on time, but definitely that's where you're going to see a sense of where communication is not taking place, and it's because somebody feels intimidated by your forwardness, okay? And again, if you give them an opportunity, that's your responsibility. That's all you have to do. Because the advice here is notice how unexpectedly all your needs got met in this situation. Can you appreciate that? Instead of needing to point a finger, can you step back and have gratitude for literally how this situation works itself out? And if it's not travel, then look at where things get busy, something doesn't get done because of, miscommunication and intimidation. And then watch how the advice is that your needs get met in magical ways, including money, change in job or promotion. So yeah, there's a lot of that around the workplace. Interesting how that's coming through. What that's going to create, because you're dealing with your relationships, seems to be very prevalent, especially work relationships, right? And dealing with that, you wind up with the card of the Magician. This is a major arcana, meaning major turning points and events coming to you. And the Magician, magic. Create the life you want, manifest what you want. So with that, it's just really about successful beginnings. So as you do this new way of approaching things, so that you're so driven and you just move forward so quick. And yes, you're amazing at getting things done. But notice where you might be creating a little conflict or intimidation with other people unknowingly, that you need to soften up, give space, and let people know it's okay to speak to you, and make sure that you do take those calmer moments so that they don't have to, meet you on that more aggressive level, but that you come down to a level that they're able to communicate with you at, okay? Change the way you're doing things, right? This is about personal change, and you're going to see that the results really do manifest something that you want. So write down the planning thing, write down what you want, because it's going to manifest in your relationships and in your work. So what's going to happen for your career? Wow, this is so cool. So your career is really saying that you're going to be challenged, that you may think you know more than you do. You are really educated, you're really clever, you're reliable, you're amazing, but you still need to you need to get back to learning what you need to learn. Don't be too quick to overlook the importance of learning new skill sets. How are you on LinkedIn? Maybe you should be. There's a new generation you're going to be working with that you may not suspect, that some of them are going to be moving up the ladder at quicker levels, or you're going to be dealing with more people in smaller companies is one thing I get. So these would be younger entrepreneurs who are starting out. So instead of dealing with somebody in their 40s, you're dealing with somebody late 20s to early 30s, and you're just like, wait, what? Right? So whoever this is, I'm getting lots of male energy around that. It's just kind of the masculine energy. But they're saying, the thing that you're going to be challenged with this month or the opportunity is going to be about learning. So how do you step into your personal power? Make this an opportunity to get the best out of this. You're going to see that you've invested wisely. You have done very good investment in the past. Now, continue to make those wise investment choices for your future. But it is about review your progress and make plans for the next endeavor. Don't be cocky. Do your planning. If that has not been clear enough, I can't help you. Really plan it. And if you need help in decision making and getting clear, there are definitely some techniques that I can teach you. Reach out. There's my, website below. If not, hopefully in the near future, over the next couple weeks, I'll get to a blog post on that to help you out. No promises. Fingers crossed. If it's meant to be, it'll be. What that's going to manifest by investing wisely, planning, you're going to have the opportunity to take action with something that really gives you a lot of passion for the cause. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to know what to do. You're going to be able to take action when it's ready. But if you don't plan now to learn what you need to, you're not going to be ready to take action when that opportunity hits you in the third week of July. So don't waste time. Do what you need to start working with others. Again, that, give them that space and find out, because they're going to hold the key to what you need to learn next, so that you can get on it now, like in the first week of July. So by the third week, you have those resources available and you have at least basic knowledge, so you don't have to wait. You can just be directly into action. So if you like this video, please like, comment, share, show some love, and of course subscribe. And until next month, ciao for now.